Watching the Watchers with Stephen Darts and 007. Whatever, yeah. So anyway, he was talking on the last video about Brexit, but hinting on a new topic.
Well, no. I have to say I did an extensive amount of research. I really did.
What about, right, I'll tell you something, right, in 2001, I think, where all the Kosovans came over to Margate.
Well,
they're now the third generation of Kosovans. I lived there at the time.
Yeah, I was inside the YMCA, inside Derby City, or Derby City, I call it Derby City, but that's because I'm hearing impaired, it's Derby City, right.
Let me say something. Let me real quickly before you say that. When the Kosovans came over to Margate, they got given loads of clothes. They basically gave them the hotels, put them all up in the hotels in Margate seafront. They had all really great, Nike clothes, money. They walked around in gangs. This is first-hand experience. When it came to medication and our jabs at school, which I would have said no had I known what I know now. I told them to shove that needle up their backside. But anyway, the fact is there wasn't enough medical supplies to go around, and we were told at the time about our jabs and so on. Oh, we don't have it because we gave it all to the Kosovans. We don't have any supplies. The medical supplies in the area dwindled because all the Kosovans came over with all kinds of different illnesses, if you like, and they literally sapped, resources of the NHS in that area. And then, obviously, government was giving them money and clothes and funding. It was a huge drain, and they haven't changed. Hardly any of them could get any jobs because they weren't allowed to work. I went back to Margate a little while ago, and we're on the third generation now. In this short amount of time, 15, 16 years, third generation people. And I was sitting there taking my nephew and niece on the swings, and these Kosovans were next door talking away in this different language. And I was like, "Excuse me, why don't you talk English?" And this girl goes, "Oh, the young uns don't understand," i.e., they don't speak English. They actually spend all their young uns, Kosovan, the young kids, never actually have any interaction whatsoever with English people or white people or non-Kosovans. That's a failed immigration, my people, when they've taken over an area, and what have you done? Just increase population and segregation. But that's my thoughts on that. Continue.
Well, Dave,
we're going to call you Red Top because you're wearing red jumper.
Speaking of
Red Top's going to continue.
Speaking of us losing our territories, down in Derby, is a place called Nottingham, just next door to it. So I know full well that the Muslim area own no-go zone. Okay, inside inside Nottingham. There was also a road, called Normanton inside Derby City. Nobody goes there because it's Muslim owned. And I learned through the EU referendum that other areas, say for example Slough and a few other area, I can't name it, was also dominated by Muslim. Okay, and they all go over and,
Asian.
And they all go over and if you want the truth, down in before the 9/11 took place in 2001.
For the inside job and when 9/11 took place, a complete hoax and fabrication to blow up the Twin Towers. In another video, maybe.
Down in Normanton Road, was Islamic signatures, Islamic words all over the walls, all over the signs, everything. And so basically, while I was walking through Normanton Road, because we are entitled to walk through Normanton Road, it's just not allowed to talk to that Muslim. I discovered that there might be a possible something weird going on. Blah blah blah. Somewhere around about a month later, 9/11 happened. And
You don't talk about 7/7 very much, do you?
well, no, because what 7/7 is
7/7
outside the scope.
No, 7/7 is when when Britain entered the war.
No, 7
On
and
terror.
7/7 is nothing more than just a form of another attack on England. It's sort of irrelevant because we've already had bombings in the past.
That was Northern Ireland.
We've already had bombings in the past.
7/7 was significant.
Listen,
Quite significant.
listen. There was
It
a
brought
bombing.
Britain into the war on terror.
There was a bombing, down in the railway tube, some years back.
It wasn't done by Muslim terrorists,
before-
supposedly, was it?
Before 7. What is so significant is we get attacked from time to time, and so basically 7/7 is important in one way because it was after 9/11. Ah dear, and then
The other attacks weren't by supposed Muslim extremists, or were they? They were like Northern Ireland attacks, or sorry, Ireland attacks because of Northern Ireland. The IRA basically, wasn't it? It wasn't really any, the 7/7 was Britain's entrance into the war on terror.
That's a good point. I have no idea whether or not it was the IRA. Hypothetically, it wouldn't be the IRA because the Irish is losing their money. They cannot fund the IRA and all of those bits and
When the
pieces.
IRA
It has
stopped
to
bombing
be-
us, the
has to be
Iraqis
the
or whatever
Islamic.
stopped bombing us. Terrorists supposedly stopped bombing us. So very convenient for the government, isn't it?
It has to be the
In my
Islamic.
opinion, they do these terrorist attacks to keep a state of fear, to keep people conformed
I
and
understand,
trusting in or wanting their government to help them.
Well, a couple of months back, we had a form of stabbing on London Bridge.
Half of these things don't look real anyway, especially the Westminster thing.
Yeah.
It looked ridiculous. The footage didn't even look real to me. But that's another video, people.
Nobody cared. Really.
No one really looked into it, you're right. Nobody cared enough to actually look in and see the BS that was being pushed. They had